In tourism lingo, they call this the shoulder season. In off-road riding season language, we call this the best time of year to go. Hi everybody, welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Ria Rossi Booth, and we are in the magnificent Garfield County.
We have some of the best peeps for riding with us today. I mean, we got Chris Howler, who is Mr. OHV for the state of Utah from State Parks, humble as he may be. And then we've got Joe Orman, who is almost like an At Your Leisure regular, because anytime we need to make sure we're not lost down here, Joe's who we call.
We go, hey Joe, and then he shows up. Thanks, Joe.
And then running tail gunner today, we've got Waylon, who is the discreet trail runner, because he's all in camo, and we might lose track of him.
And so his beautiful wife is here just kind of hanging with him so he doesn't get lost.
That's it. So we're all out here for a great ride. Now, we are on our way to a place called Powell Point, and this is a trail that I never knew about until we did a county seat thing with the congressional delegation, and I said, man, we got to come back. I got talking to Chris Howler, and I said, have you ever ridden this before? And he said, no. So we're going to rely on Chris to give us his impressions of the trail today. And of course, Joe, he's the one who'll get us there and back safely. So also not with us right now is Jerry Taylor, who grew up in this area. He's a county commissioner from Garfield County, and he's going to kind of fill us in on what this area is all about.
Powell Point, if anywhere down around here, it sticks out. It's a high point in Garfield County, and once you're up on Powell Point, you can see forever. You can see Navajo Peak from up at Powell Point. You can look over to the Henry Mountains. You can see for literally hundreds of miles. It's a great ride because you don't have to go in and out on the same road. You can go in one way and out another way. There's just a lot of things you can do at Powell Point, and the scenery is spectacular. Garfield County, you can go from the red rocks, down in the valleys, the low valleys, to the high mountains of, say, Powell Point or Boulder Top. It's amazing the diversity that we have in Garfield County, the things that you can do and the places that you can see for any ATV riding or even mountain biking. It's a great place to hike. It's a great place to bring your horses and ride your horse. You start out in a valley full of sagebrush, and once you get into that pink clay and right up into the pines, and then you get up to where you can just see forever. It's amazing as you go along that east side. Once you climb up into the saddle between Johns Valley and the Escalante Valley, there's some nice bare ridges there that you can look for literally hundreds of miles.
Well, what a beautiful sight!
Who is that guy? You can't trust these state park guys.
I know.
See you, Chris.
Well,
we'll catch up with you.
What a beautiful sight it is. Jerry was right. It's really gorgeous up here.
Oh, it's spectacular. We're inching our way up this trail, and it honestly, this yellow just opens up as you're coming up, and it's a beautiful, beautiful trail.
I can't believe that Holler photobombed us.
I do. He does it all the time.
Anyway, we do have to get going because we've got to hit Powell Point and get back before we run out of sunlight. It's time for you to go to our where to. All right, Ria, I've been waiting all day to say this, so what do you think?
I think it's spectacular. Garfield County never disappoints, not one time.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are on our way to Powell Point. We've come almost to the point where it's time to end riding and start walking. It's a footpath the rest of the way there.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is spectacular. Even though there's a little bit of smoke in the air, it's still amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. So how'd you find out about this?
Well, remember a couple of months ago, in fact, I invited you to go on this. The congressional delegation, Senator Romney, Senator Lee, Representative McAdams, they were all coming down here.
Right.
Well, I was for the county seat, and this is where they took us. I went, holy cow, I never knew this was here.
What a beautiful treat that must have been for everybody. This is spectacular.
Yep.
Yeah. So, if you want to find out about this, go to our outsiders.zone, and you can check out everything that we've been talking about today.
And the third, how do you find out about it? Let's find out a little bit about outsiders.zone.
We have over 80,000 miles of trail. We work very, very closely with our federal partners, which include the United States Forest Service and the Bureau of Land Management. We also work with state agencies known as the School Institutional Trust Lands, and to a lesser degree the Division of Wildlife Resources on access through some of their managed properties to fork trail connections. And probably one of our strongest partners in order to make those connections occur are our 29 counties, because those rural economies are economically dependent upon motorized recreation. You can ride from Sheep Creek all the way down to the Utah-Arizona border without being street legal. That was a major hurdle. People will need to do their research work, and that's why one of the great items that we've gone into public-private partnership with is Trail 360, because it allows people to look at those sections or even plan out a 5 or 6 day trip. We've also really tried to market those state park to state park connections. For example, you could play a round of golf at Palisade and then ride over the mountain and then go boating at Millsite. There's a lot of great opportunities that exist for people, and the Off-Highway Vehicle Program, along with its partners, has done a tremendous job of offering up a lot of diversity for enthusiasts.
You know, with so many opportunities to ride and all of that pre-planning information at your fingertips with Outsiders.zone, there's no reason for you not to be here or some other equally exciting place next weekend.
That's right. Right now, we're going to hike up to Powell Point while you go to our Along the Way.
All right, let's get walking.
All righty.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We have made it. This is Powell Point. Now, if you see that 3/4 mile hike, if your hips, your knees, your feet allow it, it is worth taking the hike out here, because you can walk a 1/4 mile and kind of see some red rock, but you cannot get this 360 panorama of this beautiful and wild land.
Yeah, this is a spectacular point. I mean, you really do feel like you're on top of the world out here. It's breezy and it's beautiful, and it's something I think everyone should see at least once.
Right, and you do have to hike back, because if you take the shortcut, it's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, it takes like 10 seconds to get down, I bet.
Yes, indeed. Well, listen, we've had so much fun today traveling with Chris Haller from the Off-Highway Vehicle Program. Chris is just always full of information and fun. He's great to hang out with.
Yeah.
And our whole entourage has been a lot of fun. Obviously, people are excited about seeing this, but there's one person out there that's going to be very excited in about 30 seconds.
Absolutely. Let's go see who our sticker winner is this week.
This week's contest winner was spotted around town sporting their AYL sticker and its license number T121H.
Congratulations, it looks like you're the lucky winner of a Mountain Series stove from our friends at Camp Chef.
Camp Chef offers the best way to get your cooking done in the outdoors. Visit campchef.com for more details.
Make sure you call us Monday at 801-947-8888 to claim that prize. Now let's take a look at this week's Trail of the Week.
This week's Trail of the Week is the Casto Canyon 50-inch OHV Trail. It's located in Garfield County, about 12 miles east of Panguitch.
To get more information for this or any of the other trails that have been completed on the Trail 360 project, visit Outsiders.zone. Now let's take a look at next week's show.
Next week, Kevin and Gina are taking their kids out for some fast-paced and relaxing fun as they spend the day ziplining at the Mystic River Adventure.
I'd say exhilarating. Then Reece Stein is showing off an area that might be known for its world-class skiing, but he's here to tell you it's a year-round paradise for nature lovers.
Finally, Anthony Lujan is back. This time, instead of showing off how to cook a meal, we get to follow his adventure of competition as we get a behind-the-scenes look at a one-of-a-kind chili cook-off.
Next week's show looks great.
And the only way it could look any better is if we brought a TV out here and sat on this cliff at sunset watching At Your Leisure.
Oh, heaven, heaven.
Just remember, there is adventure around every bend, and we've discovered a lot of them today.
You just got to get out there and create your own OHV adventure.
At Your Leisure. We need to go find the rest of the group. They could leave without us. We'd be lost.
That wouldn't be so bad.